Big dreams, baby steps, family. Big dreams, baby steps. I keep feeling somebody out in the collective who's thinking about a big project, thinking about something that they want to create, something that they want to write, produce, create, build, that feels really, really big. And the fact that it feels big makes it feel overwhelming, and then we get overwhelmed and stuck in analysis paralysis, and nothing gets done. So big dreams, baby steps. If you've got a big dream and something that you want to produce that feels like a big thing, that feels overwhelming to you, break it down. Break it down into chunks, okay? Break it down into steps, because the things that are worth creating, the things that will create the most satisfaction for us, are the things that we are persistent in, the things that take persistent, consistent work, right? It's like, if you want to, like, I'm writing a book right now. You can see, like, I've got books everywhere. There's books everywhere. I'm studying. This has been a months-long project. Months and months of persistent, consistent work. And in the beginning, I was so overwhelmed because it seemed like such a huge thing. And now I'm almost done. We're going to go edit in a few weeks here. Like, we're getting close. But I had to break it down. So with the book, for instance, I had to first get the idea, write down the outline, and then start writing. And once you build up some momentum, it gets easier, and you get into the flow of things, and it gets to be more, it just gets to flow better. It gets to be easier. You get into the habit of doing this thing. You get into the habit of building your work and your project. It gets to be a new habit. But in order to build a new habit, we've got to do new things. If you want to build something big, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? We all know that saying. But it's many small bits of progress every single day can add up to huge gains. And so if it's something that you want to write every day, and even if it sucks, even if your writing is not that great, just keep writing every day for a half an hour or an hour. Write a page a day, write 500 words a day. I mean, whatever it is for you, but just get in the habit of doing this every day. Be in the habit of being a channel every single day. Get in the habit of creating something every single day for yourself. And that's how we turn on the tap of divine inspiration and divine ideas. And that's how we get into the flow, is just creating that momentum and getting ourselves used to doing something like this every day, of creating every day, of being open to new ideas every day, to funneling ideas, and just being an open channel every day. If it's something like music you want to create, sing every day, write every day, write lyrics, write poems, just write to express yourself. Do, what do you call it? Stream of consciousness writing. You can just get down on your paper and just write everything that comes to mind without stopping, without taking your pen off the paper. Just write. Get in the habit of just creating something every day. And before you know it, you will build up this crazy momentum, and then you'll just be in the flow. And it will become second nature to you to be in that creative mode every day. So if you've got a big dream and a big project and a big goal, break it down into chunks, work on it a little bit every day, and keep the momentum going, keep your mind in that space, that creative mode. And before you know it, this big thing will have manifested. You will have manifested your project into your reality, and it takes some time. Big dreams, big goals, big projects take time and dedication and consistency and persistence. And yes, when you're working on things, you will encounter that voice that's that tries to say that, you know, this isn't worth it, or who are you to create this? Who are you to say this? Who are you to express yourself? Fight through it. Give that voice a name. I was just talking to someone about this the other day. Give that voice a name and tell it to back off and go do the thing anyway. Get into the flow anyways. Get into creation mode anyways. Do it anyways. Because there is not one single person on this planet who's created something significant, who hasn't encountered imposter syndrome, and who hasn't encountered that little voice that tries to keep them small and safe. That voice exists in all of us, and it's just our ego. It's just our ego trying to keep us safe and in the comfort zone, because that's what's familiar and known. The ego loves to know, right? So it's constant work and consistent effort and focus on that thing that you are creating. And it's so easy these days with the internet and all of the information coming at us on a daily, constant basis to succumb to shiny object syndrome and be like, oh, well, maybe I want to do this and maybe I want to do this. And that's another thing that will always come up when you start to work on a big project, is that you will encounter so many things that will come into your reality to try to distract you and take you off course. And that could even be other creative ideas. So I'll give you an example from my own life, right? So I'm working on this book, and then all of a sudden I'm getting a download for an online course. I'm just like, oh, maybe I should work on this. So what I've done is, where is it? Oh, it's in my other notebook. But I've actually created a list of the next things that I will work on. And so every time I get a download like that, I add it to my list, put it to the side, come back to my book, come back to what I'm working on now. And that's you got to do that. You've got to be able to focus yourself, focus your energy, and focus your mind on that one project. Almost become not obsessed, but kind of with that one thing. Commit to yourself that you will do this one thing to completion. You will start it, you will continue to work at it, and you will finish it. You will see it through until it's completely finished. It's so satisfying, you guys. It's so satisfying to keep those promises to yourself and to show up for yourself in that way, to keep showing up and keep working and keep building and seeing how this thing comes to light, how this thing comes to life in front of your eyes as you keep feeding your energy into it, keep feeding your focus and your love into it. It's like, oh, that's a cool analogy. It's almost like, have you ever seen a concrete truck and the cement pouring out of that spout? That's the analogy that Spirit just gave me for this. Is like, you are constantly, slowly pouring your energy and your focus into this project. And as you continue to do that, you'll see all of your energy and focus and time forming into the mold of your project, and you'll see it start to form and take shape and become and build and take form and start to manifest. It's a really cool and exciting process, but chunk it down into baby steps and keep working, keep building. Keep planting seeds, keep adding little bits of text or art or expression or whatever it is. Keep adding your energy to it every single day. And I promise you, once you get over that first little hump of just getting into this new routine, it will start to flow. It will become easy. It will become more fun. It will become less overwhelming because you'll start to see your progress, and you'll start to see everything start to come together and meld and become something new. It's like you're taking all of this non-physical concrete, right, and building materials, and bringing it into the physical realm and creating something tangible with it. This is a beautiful, beautiful process, and it's so incredibly satisfying. But take your big dreams, chunk them down into baby steps, and slowly work away. And all of that progress that you make, that small amount of progress every day, adds up. You might even just be writing a couple of paragraphs a day. But if you do a couple of paragraphs a day, in a week, you've got a page and a half, 2 pages, right? And in that short week, you've created even more than you would have if you were just, sitting there over analyzing and trying to over plan. Right? So if you've got 2 pages a week, come on now, 8 pages a month, now we're getting into like a chapter every couple of months, and that's only writing a couple of paragraphs. So this analogy can apply to all kinds of projects and all kinds of creations that you want to put out there. Little bits of effort every day add up. Break it down. Do your baby steps, and just be persistent, be consistent, keep that commitment to yourself, and keep that commitment to your higher self and to spirit and to the creative force that was gifted to you, because you have a unique energy signature, you have a unique purpose, you have a unique creative spirit, and you have unique creative manifestations that are meant to come through you specifically. Whatever is for you is always for you. And it doesn't matter if the market seems saturated or if someone did something similar to what you're doing. You're putting your own spin on it. You're doing something unique to you. And it doesn't matter if it looks on the surface like something that someone else did. Whatever you create is infused with your own unique energy signature, your unique vibration, your unique transmission to the world. And that is so incredibly special and so incredibly important. So I want to offer this word of encouragement to you today. If you're thinking about a big project and you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, write it down, put it on a Post-it note somewhere. Big dreams, baby steps. Big dreams, baby steps. Okay? I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for checking out the store and for your heartfelt donations. I'm so full of gratitude every single day for this beautiful community that we're creating here. Thank you for being kind and hilarious and encouraging each other and me in the comments. It means more to me than you'll ever know. Sending you all my love, and I'll talk to you soon.